a man suddenly realized that no matter how much water he drank, the thirst never disappeared. Until he saw a lake ahead, he felt an intense craving surging in his heart. Before anyone could react, he had already dashed towards the lake like a madman, plunging into the water and desperately drinking the lake water. He kept drinking until he suddenly cried out, "Help!" At this point, the people around finally sensed something was wrong and immediately rushed to the lake to save him. However, what shocked everyone was that the man from earlier had turned into a dried-up corpse. Witnessing this scene, Jack was instantly stunned. He hurriedly fled back home, only to find his wife and children also frantically drinking water. Connecting this to what had just happened, he immediately made his family stop drinking and urgently took them to the hospital. However, it was all too late. The next morning, countless corpses were floating on that lake. The police suspected the lake water might have been contaminated, but after experts tested it, no toxins were found in the water, only aquatic worm eggs. Just as the police were trying to unravel the truth, they received another emergency call reporting someone had died in their home bathtub. The police immediately rushed to the scene. When they charged into the bathroom, the sight before them horrified everyone. Countless long worms had burrowed out of the deceased's body. After analysis, experts pointed out these worms were a mutated species of Strongyloides star. They were originally parasites inside insects, but after mutation, they began parasitizing human bodies. They absorb nutrients from the host's body until they mature, then stimulate the host's brain, creating the illusion of thirst, prompting the host to continually consume water, ultimately leading to the host's death. The Strongyloids then burrow out to lay eggs and reproduce, while the host dies from nutrient depletion. News reports quickly caused panic among residents, and hospitals were packed to capacity. However, this type of Strongyloids cannot be removed through surgery as they attach to the host's intestines. Experts suggested people could try taking deworming medication, but before drug trials could begin, new cases kept pouring in. A girl who took deworming pills suddenly convulsed all over, continuously vomiting yellow fluid from her mouth. She struggled for a short while before dying. Hospitals were powerless against this, only able to isolate the patients. But what they didn't know was that Strongyloids outbreaks exhibit colony behavior. Once one person falls ill, those around them will also become infected. To protect his family's safety, Jack decided to flee the city with them. However, by this point, his family members had already become extremely thirsty, drinking water like crazy. Evidently, their bodies had also been parasitized by the Strongyloids.